It's rolling on it. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it. Made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image. UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Now taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop, heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK with real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog. Down by the letter, and live by that protocol. Walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like some war resist, or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On go like a German shepherd, young and a restless. Wear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
All right. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashar Brakatah. My sisters, Yahweh Shamar Al-Than, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. I'm Priest and Officer Kwangwon of the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Of course, we've been bringing out this truth since 1969. And that is that Blacks, Latinos, First Nation men and women are the chosen people of the Most High God. And of course, the oppressor, the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks about. Today, we're going to talk about rap beefs. If you're not in the knowing, CAMRON, Jim Jones have been going back and forth with each other. These brothers are, I believe, nearing their 50s, and they're conducting themselves like they were in their teens. You understand that? So I'm not too sure if these brothers are doing this for algorithm or is it legit beef or whatever. But we're going to play some videos, we're going to read some scriptures, and, we're going to make some sense of all of this. All right. And the reason why I'm doing this is because most of the brothers and sisters that are, of age, around the age of CAMRON and Jim Jones, they know better. They know what's really going on here. But if you're a young brother or sister, in the world, these type of things can sway you to one side or the other, or to think, how these people are thinking. And this is something that my generation, during this time when these brothers were in their, I guess you can say in their prime years, you know, a lot of brothers in the world were swayed by people like this. You understand? They started to take on and adopt the thinking of these people. So when I see some of the things that these people are doing, it's just a tragedy, you know what I'm saying, to the nation of Israel. And when I say nation of Israel, I'm talking about Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. So, of course, we're going to get into these scriptures. And like I said, we're going to play some videos. So let me go ahead and start. Let me play a few videos first. Slocky, one moment. All right, so just bear with me. Play a couple of videos.
A Verbo is a place to share all kinds of moments, from riding that post-concert bliss with your besties.
Mace need to go on a diet. He need to get his life together. He need to go to the doctor and get a physical. He looked terrible, bad body, back. Nigga look big around the neck, waist look crazy. I'm body shaming this. You heard? He need to go get his shit together, get on the treadmill, do some push-ups, do something. You heard? Especially for playing with me. He gonna need it. You did?
All right. So that's Jim Jones. All right, we're gonna play a little more.
They say all Jim do is send people to jail.
How I send people to jail? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How? Who?
No, that's what Cam said. I don't know.
Stop tricking niggas out their freedom, bro. Because niggas get around you to put themselves in better situations, bro. But then you send them on dummy missions and trick them out their freedom.
It's a bird head. He don't want no smoke. Tell him, he a boxer, right? I'll box his head off. Where's the ring at? You getting money, right? Y'all do sports? 10 million right now. Today, I'll catch a flight wherever you at. In the morning, I'll catch a flight wherever you at. You with Mayweather and them 10 million. I'll meet you in any boxing ring. Yeah. Now go make some jokes about that on your next show. I'll box your head off. You know that. Don't play with me. Yeah. Now go type about that.
But listen, does that really sell records though? Because you know we always hear the story about Jim wanted to fake a beef.
This ain't faking, no. I will box your head off tomorrow when you wake up if you want to. 10 million. You heard? And we got it to cover too, Jack.
They say all Jim do is send people to jail.
Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up in the hotel? They chased you to the beach.
Went and talked to everybody, talk right quick on why they was performing on stage. And like, that we out of here. Boom, they just got off stage and hit it.
And lucky, I had my shit on me and my man JoJo, I ain't gonna say his name. The Spanish don't care about life. Who was with me is like, who are these coming? I said, oh, they come this way. No, and this no disrespect, because Blue's my niece, all that. And Blue eventually just told this story.
And we start running at them niggas. Ran inside the hotel and all that shit. He'll tell you the same story. Like, we was outnumbered them.
But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach, nigga. You was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. Took your rags off. Me and JoJo was laughing about that 3 months. Some cool. I don't pump all that, because I ain't trying to make the great Chicago. You know? This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems at Dipset. I thought it was cool to ask 50. The shit happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I had no problem thinking, yeah, okay, he tricked us out their spot, came to the spot. I know 50 said it. But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. You gotta watch to see how it responds. So you see, he was funny. I thought it was funny when he said the shit. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every nigga that put hands on you. But I see the pattern now. If you agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you, you keep going on and on and on. This all started because I actually.
All right. So those are the few videos that I wanted to throw up there real quick. So coming from a precinct officer at the ISUPK, and from a grown man's standpoint, this is nothing more than just clown shit. Salakia. That's exactly what this is. Clown shit. You understand? You got these two brothers. Let me Salakia, let me see something real quick. Let me check and make sure. Let me see how old these brothers are. Got Cameron up here first. Cameron Giles, born February 4th, 1976. Cameron is 49 years old. All right. This is a 49-year-old man. All right. Let's stop sharing that. And let me I think I got Jim Jones up here as well. Joseph Guillermo Jones II. Jim Jones, 48 years old. So these brothers are 49 and 48. And I also believe that I want to say that this is I believe Cameron would be so-called today they would call him, and a lot of us African American, which we know here in the ISU became the Commander General Yohana. That's just a byword or a tag that they have given us. So he's of the tribe of Judah, I believe. I do know that Jim Jones is of the tribe of Ephraim because his father, I think his mother is maybe a black woman, but his father is Puerto Rican. So this is, if you want to say on a worldly aspect, this would be the tribe of Judah and Ephraim beefing with each other. Now here in the ISUPK, we know better than that. You see blacks and Hispanics get along here. We are brothers in here. We are, the women are sisters in here. We don't succumb to this foolishness that you see in the world. But this is the reason why I'm bringing this up is because things like these things are like a cancer to the black community and Hispanic community. If you're a young man or a young woman coming up and, and you look up to these people, you like their music, CAMRON, a pretty good artist. I like a lot of Cameron's music. Jim Jones, I listened to some of his music, some of the things he did with the Dipset when they were together as a group. Oh, and also, I'm pretty sure most people know that they were a group at one time, Dipset. That's why I'm kind of, wondering if this is about maybe getting them back into the spotlight type thing, because, now with this whole social media and the algorithm and things like that, it's like behind the scenes, these guys are putting a plan together to get rich again, or to stay rich. So, from where I'm looking at it right now, it looks real, it looks legit, but who knows? It might be fake. You just never know, because it's, at the end of the day, it's about money. It's just kind of like how these boxing matches are set up today. They're rigged. You understand? A lot of them are rigged. It's just for money, where both contestants are getting money. The promoters definitely get money, and that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times these artists, when they were in the industry and they were signed to labels, they were getting jerked. They were getting played for years. So I think a lot of these brothers are figuring out, listen, we gotta, put some type of facade out there and work together behind the scenes for all of us to get money. So it's not hard to, conceive that might be going on. But from what I'm seeing right now, it looks like it's a legit beef, and they're just upset with each other. Not that they want to do any harm to each other, or unalive each other, but it just looks like they have some type of animosity toward each other. But again, if you're a young man, young woman in the world growing up, and you see things like this, you do not want to model yourself after people like this. And I'm speaking as, not only a police officer in the ISUPK, but as a father. I have children myself. You understand that? So I wouldn't want my children to look up to men like this. You know what I mean? It's just terrible. Cameron has a platform that's pretty much worldwide now. And I give Cameron all the credit in the world for being, the hustler and the grinder, and, the person that, the zeal that he has, to go and provide for himself. You know what I mean? But to be on a platform that big and to destroy your brother it's terrible. You understand that? Jim Jones, same thing. Jim Jones, and also, and I forgot, Jim Jones did just drop an album. So it's like, you know what I mean? Is it really beef, or is it just to promote sales? Probably a little bit of both. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Probably a little bit of both. But these brothers have very big, huge platforms, and they are attacking each other. So even if it is fake, it does not look good for our community, for our nation. You understand that? But again, trying to tell a rich man that is just, it's going to fall on deaf ears. You understand that? So, but again, if you're a young man, a young woman, you don't want to model yourself after this. You want to model yourself after what you see in the ISUPK under command in General Yohana. We have brothers here, sisters here who follow the law, statutes, and commands of the Most High God. You see, we post, I was just posting earlier today, we have food drives, clothing drives. You see, Donald Trump and his administration is, sending the Hispanic tribes out of America. You understand that? Commanding General Yohana is feeding and clothing the Hispanics. You understand that? We show brotherhood and sisterhood to the Hispanics and vice versa. You understand that? That's what we do here in the ISUPK. Matter of fact, we got the Passover coming up, and you'll see a lot of that there. So if you are a Black or Hispanic First Nation man or woman, you are welcome to the Passover. $200 get you in all UPK events. It's like a week-long thing going on. You get to see all these performances. You're going to actually have the real Passover, just like you see in the Bible and the scriptures. You understand? Not, fake Israelite Passovers where they have Passovers at the club and stuff like that. No, this is the real deal here. So you want to get there. It's in Atlanta. It's going to be from the 9th to the 12th, I believe it is. That's a Wednesday all the way down to Sunday. And then, following after that, you have the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But again, the ISUPK is the answer. You know what I mean? In your city, we're pretty much just about in every city. Find the closest one near to you. Find the number to the camp leader or the school there. Contact them. You know what I'm saying? And get in this truth. Put your brick in. If you're a young brother, put your brick in this truth. You become a young man where you're all Black. Come in here, put your brick in. Become an officer at some point. Sister, same thing. This is for you. The ISUPK under command of General Yohana. So again, let's jump back into this topic here. The first scripture I'm going to pull is Isaiah 9:16. Let me do that. Isaiah 9:16. So let me share my screen here. And give me one moment to pull the scripture up here. All right, Salakia, one moment. Okay, hopefully you can see that nice and clear on the screen there. So here it is. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 16. It says, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." I'll read that again for you. Isaiah 9:16. This is a King James Version Bible. All right. "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." So most of us, I'm pretty sure, are familiar with what a leader is, but let me pull the definition up here in my Webster's online Webster's dictionary. All right. This is just something I like to do, to be able to break down these scriptures and stuff a little bit better. So let me present that to you. All right. Okay. This is the Webster's dictionary, the definition of leader. Something that leads, such as a primary or terminal shoot of a plant, tendon, sinew, go down to C. That's probably more leaders, dots or hyphens. No, not there. Let me see. Let's go down to G. It sounds more like what I want here. Something that ranks first. Skip down to 2. A person who leads, such as guide or conductor. All right. That is more like what we wanted to be talking about. All right. So now why am I bringing this up? Because in the Black community, you have pastors, you have celebrities, athletes, and so forth, drug dealers in the community. And believe it or not, these people are looked at as leaders or foremost. You understand that? Conductors out front. You understand that? That's what it's talking about when it says, "For your leaders, the leaders of this people." You understand? I'm going to go back into the scripture. Present that one more time. Isaiah 9:16. "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." That err means like error or to make a mistake, to do something wrong. So the leaders of this people is talking about Blacks, Hispanics, First Nation people. The Bible is only talking about Blacks and Hispanics, no one else. So when you see something like that, it's talking to our people. It's the very same people that are in Black and Hispanic and First Nation people neighborhoods. You understand that? The Hispanic tribes up on the reservations, the ghettos, the barrios. "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." Who is the they? That's us. Blacks and Hispanics, First Nation people. People like us are destroyed by, the customs and the works of these people that are looked at as leaders. People like CAMRON, Mace, Jim Jones, your Jay-Z's, 50 Cents. You know what I mean? You got the Christian pastor, who's one of the biggest so-called leaders in the Black community. These people have destroyed us. Their behavior has destroyed us. They are either not in the knowing, or they just don't care about the power that they possess and how they are looked at to the rest of the masses of the people. They are up on a huge platform, sometimes a platform that they didn't really ask for, but they are there nevertheless. And they just don't understand the wickedness that comes from some of their doings, and it affects the people, you know what I mean, underneath them or below them. You understand that? Because they're rich. Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So our people are destroyed because of this, because of, following people like CAMRON and Jim Jones. Or what's up? Jim Jones is like, again, almost 50 years old and claims to be in a gang of blood. He's actually on a Joe Budden podcast defending how Bloods are just like Greek fraternities. Now, we don't subscribe to any Greek fraternities. We damn sure don't, subscribe to any, gangs or any worldly type of gangs. Salakia. But again, this is a 49-year-old man, a 48-year-old man who is practicing gang activity as if he was 14 or 15, 16 years old. And even then, it's stupidity. We don't subscribe to that regardless. But to be almost 50 years old and claiming to be in a gang is just ridiculous. It's pretty much retarded. But this is what you're dealing with. And again, now you wonder why you see young brothers out here walking around in the shiesty mask. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's anything, it's not unlawful to wear a shiesty mask. That's what they call it, shiesty mask, or whatever. But that the whole identity, the whole look, you know what I mean, to want to be like, you know what I mean, these celebrities, you know what I mean, the young people are seeing this, and this is what they're trying to portray, because they don't, some of these brothers and sisters don't have a commanding general honor in their home. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a priest and officer of the ISUPK in their home. You understand that? So they just don't understand. All right. So that's what we're here for. All right. Now let's get Matthew 18 and 15. All right. Let's give these brothers some truth. You know what I mean? We got to correct CAMRON. We got to correct Jim Jones, 50 Cent, and all these people. They probably won't listen anyway, but nevertheless, we still want to do it. All right. Matthew 18 and 15. You got to understand, money is very important to these people. So they don't care anything, and they're not even concerned about knowledge or wisdom and understanding. They don't give a damn about that. They don't want to hear nothing about the Bible. They don't care about nothing. As long as they get rich in America, that's all they care about. All right, here we go. This is big right here. This is a big one in the Black community. Listen up. Matthew 18 and 15. All right. It says, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. This is heavy. Matthew 18 and 15. Again, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, I mean, if that brother or sister does something wrong to you, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. You go to that brother by yourself. You don't go on a nationwide platform or on the Breakfast Club or onto some platform on the internet and destroy your brother or your sister. That is not brotherly. You understand that? And this is in red. That's letting you know that Christ is speaking. You understand that? So this is what Christ would expect of you. Because why? Because the Most High would expect this of you. And Christ does what the Most High says. So us as Israelites, Blacks and Hispanics, we are to conduct ourselves the way Christ would. All right. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. So if a brother commits a trespass against you, you feel disrespected, go to that brother or that sister, let them know alone. And by doing that, more than likely, you will gain the respect of your brother or your sister. You understand that? That's what it's talking about. But you do not go on worldwide television and destroy your brother or your sister. That makes us look weak as a nation. And that's exactly how we look. Two 50-year-old men, damn near 50-year-old men, talking to each other like they're young game bangers and destroying each other for the world to see. And it makes Black people look weak. And you got things like this going on while Donald Trump and his administration is deporting our Hispanic brothers and sisters. But we're so concerned on world star hip hop and beefing with each other over stupid things like gang activity and things from 20 and 30 years ago. It's just foolishness. That's why it said the leaders of this people are the reason why we are destroyed, and that's what it's talking about. All right, now let's go to 1 John 2 and 10. 1 John 2 and 10. Let me pull it up here. All right, here we go. It's the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, he that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. All right, heavy. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. What is opposite of light? Darkness. So if you don't love your brother or your sister, what? You reside in darkness. You're not in the light. and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. See, you won't fall or stumble if you have love for your brothers or your sisters. That's why the scriptures say, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and then love thy brother as thyself, and all the other laws hinge on those two. That, runs concurrent with this here. You understand that? He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. You won't stumble and you won't sin, like we do if you have love for the Most High God and love for your brothers or your sisters. See, these brothers are attacking each other, and unless there's some type of agreement they got going on that we don't know behind the scenes, even though it looks weak, but if they don't have some type of agreement behind the scenes, this looks weak, and these brothers are going to stumble eventually. Why? Because they are a house, right? They are a house, but they are divided. And we know about a house that's divided, right? It falls. You understand that? So they're going to stumble if they continue to, carry this activity. That's what it's saying. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. You're not sitting in darkness, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. All right. So you're not going to stumble if you have love for your brothers or your sisters. Clearly, I believe they did have love for each other at one point, and now I don't know what's the reason why they just, are attacking each other. It's something very petty and small. That's why I'm hoping that it's just some type of internet thing going on, and in the background they're really still friends. That's what I'm hoping. All right, let's go to Leviticus 19 and 17. Salaki, in one moment. All right, here we go. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. All right. You can't hate your brother or your sister in your heart. What is the heart talking about? Your mind. How do I know you hate your brother or your sister? You go on the internet, you go on the airwaves and destroy, humiliate, and hurt your brother or your sister. All for what? For money, pretty much. For money. But you know why? Because your God is money. That's why. So in order to serve your God and to obtain your God, you have to hurt your brother here in America. That's how we know that America is not in line with the spirit of the Most High. You understand that? Because why? America requires you to hurt your brother. Why? So you can survive here in America and get the money. You understand that? That's what they require you to do here in America. See, in the ISUPK, we separate ourselves from the world. We are separate from heathens. We're separated from the world. So we don't live in that environment. We don't care about no goddamn money. You understand that? Yes, we go to work. We have slaveries and we do the common things like everybody else do, but we do not sin to get money. You understand that? We will not do that. We will not sell ourselves short. Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, meaning correct your neighbor. You don't hate them. You can correct them though, and not suffer sin upon him. All right. So that's what that's talking about. Let's get a few more. Let's get Mark 12 and 31. The book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 31. All right, let's go back. Let's go up one because I just talked about this. This is the book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. Understand, if you're an Israelite, this is very heavy here. You gotta love the Lord first, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. Strength meaning what? You putting the work in, and you showing that you love the Lord. What you doing? You keeping the law, statutes, commands. You understand that? You putting your brick in this nation, and help build this truth. That's putting your strength into that. You understand that? This is the first commandment. And let's go to the next verse. Here we go. Mark 12 and 31. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. And don't try to be crafty with the neighbor. You understand that? We're not talking, that does not mean just because there's a white boy that lives next door to you or a white girl that lives next door to you, that's what it's talking about. No, it's talking about that other black man, Hispanic man, First Nation man, and woman that's in the same conditions you are in. Your neighbor, your kin. You understand that? That's what it's going to say if you look up neighbor, kin. All right. Love them like you love yourself. And if CAMRON and Jim Jones had that love for one another, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing now. You understand that? It would have been Dipset forever, right? It'd have been Dipset forever. No, you know what I mean? It never would have changed. A lot of these, that's why I don't get even subscribed to a lot of these these foolish rappers and rap crews and all that, because it's like they be ready to, they talk about how they, you know, it's the rock for life, you know what I mean? It's we gonna die together, you know what I mean? We gonna be, you know, a crew forever. And then after about a few years or a couple of months, now they're worst enemies, and now they're making debut albums against each other. It's bull crap is what it is. It's foolishness. You understand that? And the only real brotherhood and sisterhood you're gonna see is in the ISUPK under command of General Yohana. You're not gonna see it nowhere else. So if it's in the world, don't even subscribe to it. Don't waste your time. You like the music, jam to it, whatever. That's fine, but don't put your all your eggs in one basket with these brothers and these sisters, because it's not going to last. Because it won't stand. Why? Because it's not righteous, and the Lord will destroy it. All right, Mark 12 and 31. Let's go to 1 John 4 and 20. 1 John 4 and 20. All right, here we go. This is the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen? And I can guarantee, just like we do in camp when we're on the street and blaze on these devils, these heathens, you know what I mean, and teaching the truth to our people, we'll read the scripture and we'll ask somebody, do you love God? 9 times out of 10, they are going to say they love God. I bet if you ask CAMRON or Jim Jones if they love God, they're going to say they love God. But here's the problem. They hate each other. How do I know that they don't love God? How do I know that they don't love God? Because they hate each other. That's what I'm trying to say. For he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen? So we haven't seen the Most High God at any time. But you said you love the Most High. But you're going to hate that brother that grew up with you in the same conditions, same neighborhood. You're in the same rap group. You done made millions of dollars with. You know his mother. He knows your mother. All your family members. But you hate that brother. But you love God. You're a liar. That's what it's saying. You're a liar. 1 John 4 and 20. If a man say I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen? This is in the Bible, people. This is in the Bible. I'm just reading it to you. I'm Priest Officer Kwamgwan of the ISUPK and the Command of General Yohana, but I'm just reading you what's in the Bible. I'm not making nothing up of myself. This is right here in the Bible. All right, we got a few more, then we're out of here. Let's get Luke 6 and 31. All right, let's go to Luke chapter 6 and verse 31. All right. Here we go. This is the book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 31. As ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Very, very practical. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is that's why we call the ISUPK Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This Bible is pinpoint. It's practical knowledge that you can apply to your life today. Luke 6 and 31. As ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Don't do to people what you don't want done to you. Don't go on a big platform and destroy and discredit your brothers or your sisters if you don't want that to happen to you. And I'm pretty sure no one wants to be embarrassed in front of the world or be put on blast for the world to laugh at you. That's what this is saying. All right. Luke 6 and 31. As you would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. You hear that, Cam? You hear that, Jimmy? Mace, 50? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get one more. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Let's get Zephaniah 2 and 1. Now, this is to all of Israel, all right? Especially to Jimmy, CAMRON, Mace, you know what I'm saying, who said it was Dipset forever, right? These brothers were Dipset at one time, right? From the same neighborhood, Harlem. This is what the Lord wants you to know, all right? Zephaniah 2 and 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired. Gather yourself together, O nation not desired. Why? Because Jim Jones and CAMRON both are not desired truly here in America. They only make money with the oppressor because they do the oppressor's work. But nobody cares about Jim Jones. America does not care about Jim Jones. America does not care about CAMRON. You understand that? Our people are the only people who really love these brothers. You understand that? Here in the ISUPK, we have love for these brothers. Why? Because they are our people. Jim Jones is of the tribe of Ephraim. You understand that we have captains and officers here in the ISUPK that are of the tribe of Ephraim. CAMRON, I believe, is of the tribe of Judah. I'm a Judite. You understand that? We have love for our brothers. You understand that? And we want to see these brothers do better. We want to see them, you know, show love to each other, get money together. Like just like how CAMRON, I commend these brothers, CAMRON and Mace, getting together to start their show, and they're killing it. You know what I mean? They're making money. You know what I mean? They're killing it. You know, and brothers and sisters watch that show, and we enjoy the show. And they put away, they had a beef, and they put it away, and and made it into something better. So that's what we want to see CAMRON and Jim Jones do. You understand? Now, hopefully, this is something that's just going on. It's a temporary thing, and then in the background they have some type of secret agreement where they'll change this, and they're just trying to get some money. But it's just not a good look for our people. So let's just put that behind us. Gather yourselves together, because we are that nation that's not desired. And again, the water for tuning in. I'm Priest and Officer Kwamgwan of the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. Get online, support this truth, pay your tithes. ISUPK.com. We got the Passover coming up in April 10th to the 12th. See you there if you're a Black, Hispanic, First Nation man and woman. Don't bring nobody else. But again, the water for tuning in. Shalom, Israel.